If winning a professional voiceover work is your goal, you have to start with recording quality. There is no exception. In the audio editing world, the final audio quality is always limited by the input quality. That means if your input is not good enough, your output will not be excellent enough. Certain audio issues cannot be resolved with any software or plugins. For such cases, you have to take care before recording. We will see those as we progress through the course. For this lecture, we will concentrate on basic recording quality. To ensure you get the best recording possible, check 3 things before recording: microphone selection, talking from the correct side of the mic, and your distance from the mic. Let me explain these one by one. First, microphone selection. It is common to record with the wrong microphone, especially if you are new to this. Before recording, always check that the correct microphone is selected in Adobe Audition. In Adobe Audition, go to Audio Hardware in the settings. The default input should have the correct microphone. If you do not see the correct microphone name as the default input, make sure to select that. You may feel it is a trivial issue, but trust me, you need to have a good habit of checking the microphone before recording. I often get emails from clients saying their recording quality has suddenly degraded, only to discover they recorded with the wrong microphone. The next thing is recording on the correct side of the microphone. It is not a software-related thing, but rather a detail of the microphone. Every microphone has a polar pattern. Different microphones have different shapes, so it is important to understand which side is the strong side. You can see a Sennheiser microphone on the screen. It is a top-address microphone, and the strong side is always on top. However, when you are working with a side-addressed microphone like the Rode NT1, it can be confusing to determine which side is the strong side. Because it has a uniform pattern or a symmetric pattern. Make sure you know which is the strong side. The most common polar pattern is the cardioid polar pattern. With this polar pattern, you have to talk from the correct side of the microphone. If you record on the wrong side, your audio will sound thin and cannot be fixed in post-production. A good way to understand the strong side is to record something, and talk on all sides of the microphone. When you listen back to that recording, you will notice how the sound varies as you move around the microphone. Another important thing is your distance from the mic. If you are too far, the sound will be too thin. If you are too close, it will sound boomy and will have the proximity effect. Usually, the distance should be 4 to 8 inches. Sometimes you need to be closer to the mic and sometimes a bit farther, depending on the type of voice you are recording. If the distance from the mic to the mouth is optimal, you will have good enough audio to process later. If the distance is too far or too close, you will have some issues that cannot be fixed in post-production, and you have to record again. To understand this issue better, record something by being quite far from the microphone. Then normalize the audio to -3 dB and listen. Also, record another piece of audio, being too close to the microphone, almost like you are eating the microphone. Then normalize to -3 dB and listen. When you compare those types of recording being too far or too close, you will understand how it is affecting audio quality. If you notice, in both cases I have advised to normalize to -3 dB before listening. Why is that so? Because while you are comparing different recordings, the loudness should be on a similar level for proper judgment. If you normalize to -3 dB, your audio levels will be similar, and that will give a better idea. If I recap the 3 key things for a good quality recording, they are microphone selection, speaking on the correct side of the microphone, and speaking from a proper distance. There are some other technical sides of recording that I have discussed in my Adobe Audition bundle. If you have access to those, make sure you have gone through the Adobe Audition course on the bundle. Otherwise, you can watch a few of my YouTube tutorials to be on the same page. I will add those links to the description of this lecture. In the next lecture, we will see a technical approach to measuring or assessing recording quality. If you are watching this video on YouTube, this is a lecture from my professional voiceover workflow course. You can enroll in the course from the Patreon link. Upon purchase, I will give you access to this course. If you have any questions, please email me. You will find my email and other resources I mentioned in the lecture in the video description. If you are looking for generic guidelines on improving your sound in Adobe Audition, click the cards on the screen. You will get a step-by-step guide on how to make your sound better in Adobe Audition.